Can't believe a phone call can totally destroy an entire life. That should not happen.
Who made it?
Yep. Phone call totally came up and it just froze everything and I couldn't get it back. So weird. I'm about
I
to.
could hear you, but I couldn't see you. But they were saying they had trouble seeing, even hearing you.
I'm about to just remove the phone plan from this thing and phone number and everything else, so it can just be. I'm tempted.
It's not helping.
It's nice when I go places, but I hardly ever go anywhere.
All right.
But phone stand's not cooperating.
They're
Yeah, there we go.
coming back.
Hello from Rhode Island.
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. Where's Minion? He's down here at my feet chilling.
I'm starting to recognize so many of these names as regular morning coffee crew now.
That's awesome. That's totally awesome.
Nate, would you ever get a dog to help you with hunting? I just got a pocket beagle and I'm trying to train it to hunt rabbits.
I probably wouldn't, just because, yeah, I mean, I really just go after deer. But a livestock guardian dog or something like that is definitely in the plans.
Nate's not a trophy hunter. He only hunts when it's necessary.
Yep. Yep, just when it's necessary. Come every morning.
Every morning. I just don't chat all the time.
That's
I
all
hope
right.
it's funny to see the same thing.
Right.
Me and my stepdad love watching you. Awesome, Dakota. I've seen you in here before. A pocket beagle. Can you fit it in your pocket? I think they are smaller.
Train my hair not to be greasy at the time, but most of the time I'm not washing it for 2 weeks. Only wash it. That's actually a huge thing. Don't overwash your beard. If you get it absolutely dirty every day, you might have to, and you got to be extra liberal with products. But if you can wash it 2 to 3 times a week at the most, and then just rinse it the other times, totally ideal.
Russell Keith, who are you? Yes, I've seen you, I think, every morning.
Rub-a-dub-dub. What's up?
No.
Work. Hey, Nate.
Do
Never
you
caught a
water?
lot. Awesome.
Do you need some
Welcome.
water? Are you
Beard oil
thirsty?
helps tremendously with the initial itch. It does. It does. If you're thinking about growing a beard, definitely get a beard oil with all natural ingredients. Of course, I promote my own, but it helps tremendously with the itch, if not eliminates it.
Andrea thinks I should shave your beard, braid your beard.
Yeah. Oh, she does.
Come on. I gotta get the dog some water quick. She's all over my coffee.
Let me see Minion. We can see Minion.
Come on. Some water here.
Absolutely love your mindsets. You two inspire me so much as a young woman. That's awesome. Minion, the people want to say hi. Yeah, the people want to say hi. They would love to say hi to Minion. They would love to. They would love to. Yeah, they would love to say hi. They love the Minion. I love the Minion too. He gets pets.
Good morning, Minion.
Come here. I can't itch your neck if you don't stay here.
Eggs for Minion this morning, I asked.
Any eggs? He might get an egg. He might get an egg. We'll see.
Also talkative.
Get over here.
Other things to say. Other things to say.
He's got a lot to say this morning. He's very, very rambunctious morning for Minion.
Yeah, he does.
Very
He's ready to
rambunctious.
go places, do things big time.
Yeah, he is.
No, come here. Come.
We do have some things to do, man. We'll be busy today. Yeah, we'll be busy today.
You're nuts. Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi to Minion. Yeah, hi, your boyfriend. Yeah, hi, Mins. Hi, Mins. How's it going? Look at him.
Minion's just being a typical guy. He's more interested in beer than his girl.
Starting his morning with a pup light.
Pups Blue Ribbon.
Pups Blue Ribbon.
Get pupped up.
Yep, they totally get along. They'll be just fine. Minion's a little bit smaller than Charlo, but he's a little more, not aggressive, but
ambitious.
yeah, well, he's got a little more
Intense.
ambition than Charlo does. Yeah.
He's
Yep, that's what I was
very
looking
intense.
for.
Very, very intense doggy. Minion. What a minion.
Oh, Minion farts too. He'll run us right out the camper. Yep.
Sure
Yep.
will. I hear a vehicle on the roadway out there. And hear an airplane. All kinds of traffic this morning. Got a vehicle and an
Nate
airplane.
hears everything out there, guys. Everything. He's like, oh.
I know exactly what it's supposed to sound like out here, and if something changes, I'm like, what's up?
I'm looking at a 40-acre plot in your state. It's actually affordable at the moment. How would you start as far as getting the trees and stuff cut down to build a home or work shed on?
Depends what the area is like, but a lot of times just renting a dozer or hiring somebody, really, really quick work of flattening the land, ripping out stumps, and just pushing trees out of the way. Can be a bit expensive, I'm sure. I was pretty fortunate. This particular field I set up on was already cleared. It was cleared like 20 years ago or something, and somebody would mow it for hay once a year, maybe twice a year. Just kind of kept trees from coming back. Beard oil good for dry skin? Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. It's beard oil, like they should call it like hairy chin oil or something. And maybe I should have called it hairy chin oil, but like it's literally mostly for the chin, mostly for the skin underneath the beard.
Hairy chin oil. Oh my God, you kill me.
I just sold nothing. I just sold nothing. I know. Nobody would have bought
Nate
it.
Nate has Starlink and a hotspot that he uses.
Yep.
Hey Nate, how does your kitchen handle humidity?
It's just as humid as anywhere else. Can you get me a little cowboy hat? He has one. He has one. He just doesn't wear it all the time. For obvious reasons, he's a dog. He doesn't like to wear a hat all the time. But I do put it on him now and again.
Nate, I really want a cameo shout out for Minion for my 5-year-old daughter. Do you do anything like that?
I actually just signed up for Cameo. I need to finish going through the setup process and put a link for it.
When is her birthday? How long does he have? I control the calendar.
She does. Jen is in charge of like reminding me of doing important things, and if you somehow make something on her importance list, then I make it happen.
Anybody else ever have a boyfriend that says, hey, I want you to be my boss? I want you to tell me what to do every day and make sure I do it? I don't know how I got so lucky.
I literally told her that. I'm like, I am disorganized. I need help. You must tell me what to do, when to do it, how to do it.
Do you ever feel like going on vacation, or are you content with the life you currently have, Mr. Petrosky?
I most definitely feel like going on vacations, and I've started this life with vacations in mind. Like, I've got some awesome neighbors that can totally run the place while I'm away. So yeah, vacations will happen, just not often, not in springtime. I really want to go on a vacation right now, but I can't. But yes.
Do you have a country that you're interested in visiting?
I don't, simply because I have not researched other countries enough to know that, like, oh, I'd really love to go there.
He wants to go to Italy and get pizza, guys.
That I would do. That would be cool. I'm very food driven. My belly might not indicate exactly how food driven I am, but I am very food driven.
I'm sure I could find all the places that I want to go, because I do have places I want to go, and find something that he would like there, and we would totally be content.
Yep. I'm not hard to please.
That girls just assume that role when they get together. Just kidding.
Right.
At a certain age, we might, actually. I think there's a certain point in our life where finally we're just like, I don't want, no. I don't want to control another being. I've done that for too many years. I'm done. I'll help Nate with his business stuff, but stop. No, no, no,
And
no.
that's why
Nope.
I date a woman that's older than me. Maturity, wisdom, all that stuff. All that stuff.
Last night I tried to tell him I'm older and wiser or something like that. Something to that effect. He was trying to get one over on me, and I said, "But wait a second. I'm older. I know more." That was the end of, it was the end of that debate.
It was. You did end that one. You did. I mean, after we stopped talking, and I may have muttered something about old fogies and stuff, but
Want to hear of a terrible nerdy joke? Everybody loves a terrible joke. Y'all are hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Awesome. We try to be hilarious.
He is pretty funny.
Just try to be
He's
us.
pretty funny.
Apparently, we're funny. But Pond, yes. If Minnie never dies, he deserves a Viking funeral.
Two.
Love how you said that. If Minnie never dies, that sounds awesome.
There's 2 ponds.
Yeah, there are 2 ponds.
And contrary to the belief of TikTok, the big one does hold water.
Right. And most of YouTube probably doesn't know about all that.
Might not.
There was a whole thing. I dug a pond a year and a half ago, and so many people said that pond will never hold water. They saw in short videos how they thought it would hold. It'll never hold. That'll never hold water. It'll never fill up. It's been holding water for. We tried to drain it to dig it deeper, which we did, but like draining it was like, oh my gosh, it totally holds water.
I have a YouTube. I can't type in the chat for whatever reason. Like, I can't even get a box to type in the chat to give it to you. But I do have one. If you search at Jen and Nate, JENN and Nate, all one word, it should pop up. It's my silly face holding a bag of Skittles in my teeth. I don't have very many videos. Nate's the video guy, so the social media was always Nate's thing, not my thing. I'm not real big on it. I like to join him and have fun and stuff from time to time, but I'm not into creating all the content and stuff. That's all Nate.
When she does make videos, they often get posted on my YouTube channel here, so you get to see them.
Anything that goes on my channel, I'll also put over here.
Nate wants to go to Minnesota in the winter. Absolutely not. Under no circumstances do I want to go to Minnesota in the winter.
He doesn't probably want to go to Minnesota. They have winter and mosquitoes. That's what they have.
Right.
Oh, Nate's burgers are amazing. Don't ever think to yourself that camera is just teasing you, because it's not. They are amazing. I totally missed the joke. I gotta go back. Do-do-do-do-do.
Grass is being cut. Minions chilling. Ducks are eating.
It's pretty funny. Perfect pair. Nate does the main content creation and Jen cracks the whip to keep him in line. That's exactly how it works.
Pretty much. That's it.
It works.
Yep. I mean, the camera on this thing's pretty good. I'm impressed. Can't hold it still for nothing, but.
Anybody who wasn't in here yesterday too, Nate totally activated his memberships on here too. So if you guys check out the memberships, there's some special perks and things like that. Or it's fun just to check out the names of them.
Right. Yep. Three of the 4 memberships are named after Minion, or with Minion in mind. Something to do with Minion.
I need smell-o-vision for the meal videos, right? For sure. I'm trying to get my camera.
That's a good man. I'm gonna go right on the mower.
Oh, he looks pretty serious right now.
He does. Well, I did tell him go places, do things, and so he totally perked up, and he's like, "What? Are we doing that? Are we? Are we?"
That's cool, country boy things. If I could type in here, I totally would. Like type and you could find me, but I can't apparently.
You did catch it live. Welcome, Crafted
Oh
Branch
my God.
Homestead. I love when other homestead channels pop in here. It's so cool.
So weird. Crafted Branch Homestead. Hello. Minion is such a great name. I'm about to purchase an espresso machine, same one you have. Oh, you will love it. Rebel's got amazing espresso stuff.
Yep. The 860 is a machine I've had for
Add the search filter channels and it'll show up. Search filter channels. I don't know. I am like so literal when it comes to this. Yeah, no, I can't find anything. Top chat, live chat, none. Even when I open the chat, it doesn't give me a box.
Minions Elite Force. That's right. Minions Elite Force is one of the...
Jen's banned from Nate's channel. Dun, dun, dun.
One of the join channels. I forget what it's called. I keep wanting to say it's subscribers, but like subscribers are just people that click the subscribe button.
Loved that video you just posted. Can't wait to see more vids like that.
Awesome. Watch every video in short many times, and I'm putting an order for beard products. Cool to catch alive. Well, thank you. And it is a nice day. It is a gorgeous day here right now. Sun shining way over there in that part of the homestead. Looks like that sunspot's moving over here, so it's going to be sunny. It's coming. Sunshine's coming. Come on, sunshine. You can make it over to this part.
Nate has a tripod.
It's coming.
He's got all kinds of phone mounting equipment.
I do. Then I have to set it up and everything, and trying to homestead at the same time I make content, and my content just suffers in quality a little bit just because of it. Like, I can't help it.
See that? There's a button here. See, I don't even see Nate's name on here. That's what's weird. Like, I don't have
You're
any
in the
of
live,
that.
so everything's gonna be all different. Like,
well, usually I still have a chat button. Usually I can still click on their name and respond to them, but I can't. Like, I have no chat box whatsoever.
All right.
And then in my little button thing, I have share or mute microphone. That's all I've got.
Man.
And they're saying next to your name, I can do something, but your name isn't even on my screen.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just use YouTube. I don't know how to use YouTube.
Me either. I can hop out of here and just chat in the chat
Lord
box.
Minion shall live forever. That would be awesome. Minion, I want you to live forever.
Oh, I don't know if my app is up to date, honestly. And I've got 3 different YouTube apps. Nate, did you put me in timeout?
I might have.
They're telling me you blocked me from your channel.
Yeah, they were saying that. That'd be cool. Well, you have access to my YouTube. You might have blocked yourself.
Somebody else said their things aren't in the right spot either.
Weird.
Join button isn't showing for me. I'm a member of other channels and it isn't in the normal place. Okay, something's up. How's the outhouse coming along, baby?
Well, I got the electrical done. I haven't uploaded or edited the videos of doing that yet, but I did. Today I'll probably clean off the floor of the outhouse and decide if I'm going to start doing some flooring in there or if I'm going to skip the flooring for now and just make it functional.
Crafted Branch Homestead says my wife's name is Jen too, and she gets excited when you come on. I'll have to tell her she missed a live. You trying to ruin her day?
Nate, your property is beautiful. I have 100 acres here in Ohio. One day I'm going off grid also. That's awesome. Yeah, my property is gorgeous. Like, I mean, almost all natural property is totally gorgeous, but yeah. You can see the join button when watching shorts. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Good on, mans.
Okay, yeah, I probably need an app update. I don't know if I have mine set to auto update or not. It was set off to automatically, like, restart my phone, reboot it at a certain time of night, but I don't want that to happen because when I'm sleeping, then it disconnects from Nate, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. I don't like being
I'm truly
detained.
envious of you. I want to not be around people anymore. People suck. Some people do. That's for sure.
Yep, they sure can.
I'd love to ride four-wheelers with you sometime. Peace and love from Illinois. I didn't know Jen was natural property.
Meaning a dad. No, he's not a dad.
Coffee!
Learning our skills on a quarter-acre homestead. That's cool. Yep, there's absolutely nothing wrong with starting out small, and I love that. Like that's a smart way to start. All my ducklings. It'd be so cool if
Not,
there was mini around. It
not
would.
native English. What's the difference between a homestead and a farm?
Difference between it depends. Like homestead used to mean like you go out somewhere rural, remote to unclaimed land, claim some of it, and build stuff and be self sufficient. Now it's more like you buy land like everybody else, but you try to be self sufficient, which is pretty much what I'm trying to do. Farming is like trying to farm for money, for profit, and every homestead needs to make some money to exist. But farming, like, I'd prefer my ducks find their own food on the land or get my own animal food off of the land as much as possible. And farming, they'll buy anything, buy feed, import stuff, whatever, just to make the profits be as much as possible. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that farming, and that's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to raise ducks for profit. I'm trying to raise them for sustainability and food.
Minion is 9 and the ducklings are about 4 days.
Yep. Well put.
How do you feel about your channel blowing up in popularity?
I mean, I feel good about it. It also blows my mind that that's what's happening. Like, never expected it to really get popular, or don't really understand what makes my channel different than the gazillions of other channels that aren't blowing up. But I'll I'll roll with it for sure. It's awesome.
Can we put a name tag on the mower so people know his name is Hank?
No,
Russell has named him Hank. He's been Hank for a couple days now. Hank the eyeless mower.
340K is crazy. It is crazy. What's even more crazy is 160 subs in the last 28 days. Like,
You have more than half of them.
yeah, like it's crazy.
Minion is the secret, my guy.
Yeah, Minion might be the secret. I could go with that.
Excited to see the videos when you start to build the house.
Yeah, I'm excited to start building the house eventually. Where would I put googly eyes on this thing? I want to put googly eyes. Would I put them like
We're gonna
here? Would I put them down here?
No, they got to go on the top, like probably between the. So use the black center thing as the nose, and like maybe go on each side of it.
Okay. Like maybe up here further, except for it's got some crease there that messes it up.
Yeah, or like right where the black, like right as the black ends, maybe. I don't know.
Like here?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I might be able
Maybe
to stick
just like where it starts to slope down, maybe a little bit.
Okay. I gotta put
Yes,
rubber.
we are a couple.
padding
We're a
on
couple of goofballs.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Minion was the first video I saw. It was a short. Awesome. Oh,
Very
Wash
cool.
Guy joined too.
Cool.
Thanks for the membership. That's awesome.
Thank you. That's awesome of you. Hey, quit trying to mow me over.
First video was Minion standing on the ball. Minion was the key. Yeah. It was funny. TikTok forever was like, Minion needs his own channel. He needs his own channel. He needs his own channel. And Nate just wasn't getting the views on his videos. like he thought he should if he's going to have his own channel. And then Nate had a backup channel because TikTok was being wonky for a while. And eventually he changed that channel over to Minions, and then he just started to grow. And everybody wants to know about Minion.
Yep.
There's the Khaki Campbell.
Yep. Somebody asked a question.
Khaki.
Somebody asked a question. Where is it? How does Nate get his meat for cooking? Well, I had somebody give me a bunch of freezer burn meat during hunting season, and I do also hunt. I didn't last year, but I had some people hunt my property and split the meat with me, so that worked.
There's Obi-Wan.
Yep, Obi-Wan Muscovy.
That's the male in the flock. It's great content. I don't watch TV. I support the channel I like
awesome.
instead of the cable bill. That's awesome. Yeah, we don't watch TV either.
Nope. Hey, dude.
How big are the TikTok accounts? Nate's TikTok is 2.9 million and Minions is 1.4 million.
Yep. Pretty large. Your most popular YouTube short has 6.3 million. That's cool. Yeah, my biggest videos on TikTok are a little over 20 million. I have 2 of them, and they're both Minion.
Bow or gun hunting, Nate?
Gun. I have a bow, though, or a crossbow. But I'm always busy prepping for winter when it's the right season to do bow hunting.
Sometimes I watch TV and the live streams.
There you go.
It's funny.
Where's
Yeah, Men's 1.4 million.
I think I drank all my coffee.
I drank all mine too. I think I'm gonna go make another one.
There you go. I'm just hanging out in nature, chilling for a bit. This is cool.
Your videos popped up after watching a survival tip video from a rancher in northern Florida. The algorithm knew I'd like your content. That's awesome.
Cool.
Stop. Hey. No. Come here. Come here. That was pretty serious. Come here. You hush. Come here. What are you so serious about? No, we're not going to
drink alcohol or do any drugs or sober. I do drink alcohol, although not really much.
No.
Pretty much stay sober. I drink my beers really, really slowly.
No. Hey, y'all. Tea's in the house. Awesome. Breakfast tea? English morning? No, we're not in the same place right now. We live 9 hours apart.
Yep. We do.
At least for the next 6 months and 14 days.
I will not buy a prefab house. I will design and build it myself. I used to be a contractor, and the idea of not building my own house is an idea I don't like. I want to build my own house. Psychedelics, nah. Nope, I like reality. If you don't like your reality, you should change your reality instead of like altering it with like chemicals in your brain. I mean, you can do what you want, but that's my personal recommendation.
Nate's from West Virginia. I'm in Wisconsin. I was supposed to say Texas in the house. Oh, that's funny.
Video with the tax assessor caught my attention. That was actually the video that trended soonest on YouTube for me. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
She's a purebred Cocker Spaniel. American Cocker. Purebred. Yeah, hi. Look, what's in
Microdose.
there? What's in there? What's in there?
Sometimes, yeah, like there's all kinds of stuff out there, and anything can be used and abused, and I'm not opposed to anybody using anything in a responsible manner.
Out you go. Out. Go. If you're gonna bark, you gotta go. Nope, nobody wants to hear you. Nobody wants to hear you. Especially me.
Man, it's gorgeous out here today.
Oh, I disagree. My purebred dog is so much different Well, they're both purebred, but one of them has better bloodline than the other, and there's total difference. A
There's totally
complete difference.
there's totally a difference between like a mutt that's just like random dogs put together that shouldn't be put together, and like a purpose bred mutt where like you're going for certain things and you use like dogs with no health issues. And purebred dogs sometimes are not good. They can be really lacking in genetics and have lots of issues, but it just depends. Like everything else, there's no black and white to it all. Oh, we're about to get a double shot. We've got Minion and the mower coming into view. Gonna farm my land? No. I don't have very many fields. Most of my land is woods with serious elevation changes.
My other Cocker Spaniel, I totally had issues with. She had the cherry eye. She had like whatever issues Cocker Spaniels can have. She totally had them. Charlotte is 3 and she doesn't have anything. Nothing. Her teeth are perfect. She doesn't overeat. The vet told me, he like totally praised me. He's like, very seldom do I ever see a Cocker Spaniel that it's not overweight. And it's all her bloodline. It's not me doing anything different. It's 100% just her genetic makeup.
Hi, Mins. Yes, hi. Hi, baby Minion. Hi, little Minion. Hi, little Minion. You're such a lover today. Yeah. You enjoying the weather? It's beautiful out here. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Any of the geology of your property? A little bit. I'm friends with somebody who was a geologist, and he's been out here a couple times, showed me all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. What sort of utilities do I have to pay? I don't pay any utilities. All my water's from rain, all my electric's from those solar panels. I use an outhouse. There's no city sewer. Who is that? What, my girlfriend Jen? Probably who you're referring to. That's my girlfriend. I like when she hangs out with me on lives. You're showing off the mug. I can't hear you. I think you muted yourself.
I did. I said I have the best coffee mug of anybody. I muted it because I'm making coffee that's about ready to not be good. They want to know, what do you do with the poops?
Oops.
I didn't move that video.
Right.
That's a whole nother day of conversation. Those are more. That's more comments to look at. Oh my god, you guys.
We should put that video over here. That would be
He freaking killed me. I had so much fun in the comments on a video one day. That he made a video of me reading the comments. Stop.
Yep, I did. I have an outhouse, but I don't have, well, I have 2 outhouses. One's not finished yet. The other one's a quarter mile away, and everybody wanted to know, what do you do if it's really, really urgent? And then I was like, well, I have like small cardboard boxes I can use if it's really bad, and then I can just throw them in a wood stove. And everybody was like, ew. They went crazy.
Oh my gosh, you guys. They freaked out. It was so funny. People freaked out. Did Jen know about this?
Right. Like she does now.
Was so funny. Oh my gosh.
That was pretty funny.
That's Charlo, you guys hear if you're talking about hearing the dog. I'm making coffee and she's talking to me because she wants it. There's 2 ponds on the property already, Dees. We were just talking about that, actually.
There is.
He does. He cooks them. Yep. That's funny. Oh my god. Then everybody had a million questions. Does it smell? And blah, blah, blah. I've just left and right. It was so funny. Oh god, I was dead. I was so dead. That's probably the hardest Nate's ever seen me laugh. I was like, I had tears rolling down my cheeks.
Oh my.
It was pretty funny.
That was hysterical. It really was.
I was so dead. And I would think I got to the funniest comment and I couldn't breathe, and then I would read the next one and it would start all over again. I was just done.
Right.
Done for. Good morning, Crunkosaurus. Ugh. No, it's not legal to grow that stuff. We're not going to do anything that's going to get us in trouble or any chance of getting in trouble. Yes, he's making coffee. He's making espresso. He has thought about writing a book about what he's doing with homesteading. Totally has.
I'm gonna make my first iced coffee of the year.
First iced coffee.
Yep, I'm making hot coffee. But
I'd have an iced. That's funny. I'm having iced coffee in a hot coffee mug because I got my Nate and my Minion. This was one of my birthday gifts. Can you make a shirt that says "That's good"? There's one out there. Or do you have one that says "That's good"? He totally has T-shirts. I don't know for sure if that one's out there.
I don't know if any of them say that's good or not, but I need to revamp all my merch again. And
I should play with stuff since I have the Cricut. I should just play with putting different logos together. Wait till you see what I came up with, though. I think you'll like it.
Cool.
It has something special being made for me and Nate.
Oh boy.
It would be a good idea to fly the drone over the property periodically to make sure no one's growing it on your property. It happened to my aunt in Oregon on her ranch.
I wouldn't.
Who is Nate to me? He is my lifelong relationship. He's my boyfriend forever. My one and only. Why do you care about my tongue squeezed, Cloud?
I got the grind.
We need Gen merch. Oh, we don't need Gen merch. We need to buy. We need to buy the Nate merch. Stop. Buy the Nate merch. You guys blow up his website, and if it gets crazy, then I'll think about Gen merch.
Oh, guys, blow up the website. I want Gen merch. Jen will know that she needs
hot,
merch.
Jen. Oh my gosh.
That's right. That's right. She is hot. I got some great pictures we could use for Gen merch.
I'm gonna start sleeping with my head under the covers. Oh my gosh. Gen merch, Gen merch, Gen merch, Jen and Nate merch.
Right.
That is my ice in that cup. He's making an iced latte. You pour it right over the ice?
I do.
So I don't. And the reason I don't is because I don't want the espresso to melt the ice and water it down. So I totally make the espresso. The last thing I put in the cup is the ice. I do the espresso, then the milk, then the ice.
See, it's totally going to melt it one way or the other, though, right?
But it doesn't melt it. My ice doesn't melt over the cold milk. So the cold milk cools the espresso enough that the ice isn't melting.
Right. So there's totally.
That's how I was taught to make it in the coffee shop.
There's totally a thing out there that's really trending. Like people will take a stainless steel bowl and they'll pour their espresso right on the stainless steel, which doesn't water it down, which would be better. But like get a totally like you lose certain what do I want to say, flavors and stuff out of the espresso as it's hot and it cools, it evaporates, and if you cool it immediately, it doesn't. But yeah.
You don't think the milk cools it immediately?
If you'd add it fast enough, but I mean these people are like really, really elite, right? So
I'm gonna make you 2 coffees when you come next. I'm making 2 iced coffees when we come next, and you're gonna have to tell me which one is which.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll figure.
We're gonna run a test. Yep, which one is watered down and which one's not.
Right.
I'll be sure to tell you mine is the better one. Oh, he walked away. He didn't even hear that. Yes, he did, because I'm in his ears.
What are you talking about? No, I did miss that.
I'm whispering to YouTube so that you don't hear me.
Hey.
It's our secret. Oh, he doesn't have headphones in today. He is listening by the phone.
I am listening by the phone.
I can tell you secrets when he walks away. I can tell you guys all the things. I can see your face.
Oh, oops. Check out this trick.
I had to make some coffee, couldn't resist. Yeah, you can't resist. Look at that, milk in a bag. I'm gonna foam it. Foam the milk. That's
The only
one
thing I
thing.
use a French press for.
That's one thing I do not do when I make a
Cold
nice
foam.
latte. For whatever reason, I do not make myself cold foam. I just use cold milk.
No, okay.
I don't
Yeah, I
actually
like the
foam it. Sometimes I do, but that's just an extra thing to clean and an extra thing to do. And
Oh, it is, but
this is Nate's 3rd year on the homestead. Saber's doing good. Wisconsin said bag, right? It's bagged milk. Yep. I talked normal for a really long time, except for everybody around here would laugh at me and like make me repeat my words and say that again, say that again. You said that so funny. And then my art is hanging on my wall. And then I just kind of conformed to the Wisconsin way, I guess. Like I used to say Wisconsin, and everybody's like, it's Wisconsin. I'm like, no, it's Wisconsin. And there's definitely an O in there. Wisconsin. 3 years. 3 years, not 30. 3 years.
maple latte.
This is his 3rd year. Good morning, Jolene. Monocle. There's a name I recognize. If you put butter in your coffee, it tastes amazing and it helps your liver. What?
Quite interesting.
Yes, it is. You're going to have butter there if you don't stop pumping that. Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin. That's for sure. And then you get farther up north and they're like, it's Wisconsin, don't you know?
Oh, you guys can't.
New here, Curtis. You've sucked me in, he says. It is an O, not an A. That's correct. People talked about your art yesterday, so can we see some of it? I'll show you some of it. I'm going to go grab a couple of my more decent pieces and let Nate talk to you guys. I'd be back.
Right, Jen's gonna show up her art. Jen is a famous artiste. Artiste, you have to say it like that. Artiste. I need a spoon. Do I need a spoon? I need a spoon. I don't have a spoon. I do. It's just in the other part of the kitchen. This is gonna be good though. I put maple syrup in the milk. Just a little bit. It'll be an iced maple latte. I don't have a spoon close by, but I do have a fork.
All right.
Mix up, mix up.
There's one of them.
There we go. Famous artiste. There's her work.
So this is as I was getting into it and I wasn't totally sure what I was doing yet. There's not like a bunch of cells and stuff like in the big one, and this is just a smaller one. But you can see some of the paint colors popping through.
Looks like a lily or something.
This one's kind of cool. It doesn't have as much going on in it, but it's kind of cool.
Oh man, is that ever good.
Did you put maple in it?
I did. I put maple in the milk as I was mixing it up.
This one's way cool. This one's got lots of paint cells in it. You can see the pink popping through the purples. All the colors pop through each other there. Like down in here, this is what I like. This is what like totally sucked me in, was how it like makes these little paint cells and then you can see the colors pop through colors, pop through colors. This is what sucked me in on this type of art. But there's that one.
And then I like the purple one. Yeah, isn't that cool? Like I'm telling you guys, it's an artiste.
The pinks and purples. So I did kind of like a set with them. This is called a swipe. This one you actually like pull the paint over paint and then it pops up underneath.
The Black Beauty BMW says, I love the coffee in a super chat. Thank you for the super
chat.
Awesome. Of you.
It's good coffee. And then this is kind of a set that I did. Same kind of thing. This one's got a lot of white, and then the colors just pop through behind it. That one and this one.
These were some of the paintings that she had stacked in her hallway that made the hallway unwalkable. She's got tons of paintings, and they're all awesome. I haven't seen a painting I don't like.
So this one reminds me of the ocean waves popping up. You can like really see how it swirls in there. I'll try to find a good spot. Like, all right, here's a good spot.
Yep.
Where it like really bubbles through there. You really have to get up and look at the piece to get all of the total details and how the colors pop through each other, but they're pretty neat.
Pretty cool.
This one's got a ton of cells in it. Nate's not really the Bud Light drinker. That's a neighbor. He just drinks Bud Light when he's with the neighbor.
But if I'm over there and he's handing me a beer, yeah, I'll drink whatever he hands me typically. Since it's mostly Bud Light, it's mostly what I end up drinking. I'm gonna top it off with some more.
A gold and ocean blue combination. I could totally try that.
People trying to gauge Nate's political opinions. Oh yeah, yep. People are always trying to get me to talk about controversial things. I won't do it. You like Bud Light, drink it. You don't like Bud Light, don't drink it. You want to boycott it for various reasons? Boycott it for various reasons. I don't care.
It is possible to kick someone from the stream. If it's not who I just did, let me know and I'll do it again. There's that one. I've got one more. This one I actually painted on live. I have somebody who wants this one. It has more blue in it than I had originally intended, but it kind of looks like islands and whatever. You get colors popping through colors. It's the part I like best. I use metallic paints on this one and some iridescence, but that's kind of what it does.
Any opinions on IPAs? I can like them occasionally. Like I have to be in the right mood, maybe eating like a steak with it or something typically. Some IPAs are good, many are not.
I'm not going to boot anybody in here for their beliefs, but please be careful what you say and remember that there's other people that have different beliefs and feelings in here.
Yep.
I don't have a website. People have been asking me to put them on Nate's website, so I will work on that. It's not my priority, though. Yes, his last name is Polish.
It is.
Right? It would be pretty in a girl's room. So when I first started this, I actually did it for a friend who was having a baby. And I did a couple pink and purple ones. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. So I tried it again. Thanks, Lynette. If it wasn't a pain in the butt to clean up, I'd do it more often. Nate looked at all kinds of places, all kinds of land in different areas, and found this one. And as soon as he stepped foot on it, he just knew this was the spot.
Yep. And I wouldn't have known if I hadn't looked at land for like a long time and just kept. I walked probably at least 100 properties, like all over, trying to envision my homestead on it, land that was for sale. And I was like, and eventually I started figuring out what I wanted. And as soon as I found this place, I was like, yep, I had 2 more places to visit after this. And I just couldn't stop thinking about this place. And I called and, yeah, like the next day after I looked at it and looked at the other places, I'm like, yeah, that's the one I want. I want to make an offer.
I'm drinking Narrowway Homestead Mad Scientist Nate's highly caffeinated dark blend. That's what I'm drinking. What are you drinking, Nate?
Am I drinking an iced maple latte? The Jen said I made wrong by putting the espresso over the ice to cool it quickly.
Okay, guys, stop picking on each other.
Yep,
Let's get back to the good chat.
that's
You drink
right.
Death Wish?
No.
No. Try totally. If you drink Death Wish coffee, try Nate's. Try the Mad Scientist Dark Blend. You probably won't go back to Death Wish. I've been there. I did that too. There's nothing like it. It's the freshness of the bean. It's amazing. Right? The spelling is funny, but at the same time, you can't really put it to spelling because autocorrect and fat finger is like just really, really well known. Nate does not have secondary schooling.
Nope.
I don't know, Keith.
I'm just some uneducated dude. That's all.
I'm having Aztec blend from O Organics. Never tried that. I haven't drank anything other than than the Narrowway coffee for a little over a year now. Try drinking water instead of coffee. When I'm not drinking coffee, I do drink water. Stop spamming. I
Yeah,
don't
I
see
love
anybody
tea. I love
spamming unless I'm missing part of the chat. No, I've got the whole chat. There's a video out there with his 5-year plan.
There is.
So dark roast does not necessarily mean that your coffee is going to be thick and strong and burnt tasting and nasty. That has not
Oh.
what a dark roast is. If you're drinking coffee that's like that, it's probably the bean or it wasn't roasted well. If it's tasting like that, it should not taste like that.
Most dark roasts aren't roasted to be dark. They just roast it extra long, and that's not how you should do it. And you get scorched beans, and usually it's stale. Like if you try the Mad Scientist dark roast, the first thing that you should notice is how smooth it is. You'll be like, "Wow, I didn't expect the dark roast to be smooth, but it still tastes dark." And it's air roasted. Air roasted is totally different than drum roasted coffee. The flavors come through a lot more.
Who's mad about someone wanting to see a dog? There is a medium dark roast. It's the Narrowway blend. The Narrowway Homestead is a medium dark.
Yep. I think I have another one.
Look at me learning my coffee profiles all of a sudden.
Right.
Usually I don't pay that much attention and I just ask Nate. I'm like, okay, which one's medium? Which one's this? Which one's that? Now I've been looking at stuff for too long.
Narrowway. Medium dark, chocolate, brown sugar notes.
My wife and I drink coffee morning, noon, and night. Welcome to the club. I've been thinking about getting her some of Nate's coffee to try, but I'm afraid she's going to love it and I'll go broke. Oh, she's going to love it. So my suggestion would be sign up for the quote unquote subscription and have it automatically show up every so many weeks. That's the best way to do it. That's what I did too.
And if you really can't afford it all the time, just make it like a special occasion coffee, and then you'll really appreciate it every time you get it. Never see your guns in West Virginia, Nate. They're mandatory. yeah. I hear you. And most of the reason is most of my content has been primarily TikTok content, and they just do not allow any of that whatsoever. But yeah, I have stuff. I actually had the neighbors help me move in, and as much stuff as they moved, their eyes got kind of wide, and I felt pretty happy. I was like, well, that's cool. Like if I'm making the West Virginia neighbors who live in a rural area like surprised at how much is here, then that's pretty cool. Grandparents taught me how to cook coffee on a stove, and you can totally roast coffee in a cast iron skillet on a stove. I've never done it that way, and I've wanted to for like 2 years. It's like I need to roast my own coffee. Like I mean, I roast it in my machine, but I need to actually do it over a fire sometime.
If you're not affected by caffeine and you're just looking for a really good flavor profile, try the Mad Scientist Nate. That would be my suggestion.
Yep.
He bought his blend.
Keep your eye out for a new one coming up. The Cougar Blend. Too nervous and angry from coffee. Scary.
Too nervous and angry from coffee. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't see anyone spamming. I don't know where that's coming from.
Yep. But yeah, don't engage the trolls in the comments, and don't troll in the comments, or I won't
Raymond is not.
Which one of you is a troll, and I'll throw you all out.
Well, I keep seeing people mention Raymond, but I'm watching his comments, and he's not trolling. So
Okay.
Get on the mushroom bandwagon. They're so good for you. We like mushrooms, but we're not getting into psychedelics. Not sure which way you're going with that.
Right.
We don't need to have pigs on the farm. We don't eat pork, so really no need for pigs.
Man, 300 milligrams of caffeine. That's pretty serious.
He does have moderators.
Yep.
You should do a Jen-themed beard oil. You could have a picture of Jen with a Nate-style beard on it. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I do want to come out with hair oils, and they can totally be Jen themed. I mean, I've got hair too. I use beard
If there
oil in my
was
hair.
a Jen-themed oil, you'd have to call it like the Cougar Tamer or something like that.
Right. Could do that.
Nope, no bacon. Well, we eat pork, beef bacon and turkey bacon if you make me.
Even if you eat pork and you get a chance to try some beef bacon, I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Hear me out. Roast your coffee beans with a flamethrower.
Right. Oh.
I've been selling live auction style on Facebook for years. Trolls in the beginning were the worst. Oh, this is nothing. We're used to TikTok where every like 3 comments is
right.
Crazy.
Yeah, I've got a whole moderator team over there and all kinds of filtered words and stuff. So far, I mean, this is pretty chill. There's only like 120 people in here. Way more chill than what I'm used to over there.
I don't get the whole, oh, you're in the sticks, here, grow weed and mushrooms. Exactly, new name. You have no idea how many helicopters and planes and stuff are constantly going over the land just looking for stuff. Like, They do pay attention out there.
They sure
They're
do.
looking for it.
Have I fished, Nate? I have done some fishing. I was never successful at it. I've done very little fishing. I'll do some more when Jen gets out here. She's got more experience fishing than I do, and I'm the one that lives in the middle of nowhere. I just build stuff.
I grew up in Montana. That's different than where you grew up. Believe me, it makes a huge difference.
If you love turkey bacon, try beef bacon. I like turkey bacon too. I have a hard time calling it bacon. It's good, but like
it's processed turkey meat.
Yeah. Seasoned
Heated lunch meat.
Do I ship to Australia? Not yet. I do want to.
Everything will probably start with beard oil. The oils will probably go first. Getting coffee across the lines like that is going to be a little more challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Not eating pork is a religious preference.
Fish mullein plant. That's illegal. I know nothing about that. That's hilarious.
Yep, I grew up in Montana, born and raised.
I know it's good. I have to try beef. Yes. Oh man. Beef bacon, like, yeah. I love bacon. Bacon was one of my favorite foods. And then when I stopped eating pork, I was like, I don't like turkey bacon as much as regular bacon. Then I discovered beef bacon, and I was like,
No, we do not consider ourselves Christian.
Yeah, you know how pork chop can be good, but steak is generally considered better. Well, I think the same with bacon. Like, pork bacon was good, beef bacon a premium.
Nate loves venison. I am not a venison person. He has made me venison one time, and the way he made it was good. I would totally eat that again. But
You had venison sausage.
oh, you gave me a little piece of venison sausage too, and that was okay. It wasn't something I would be like running to the fridge and like, ooh, I gotta have a plate of this. But it was good.
Oh, I think Jen likes venison. I'm ultra picky about my venison, and she's just had venison that, yeah, the way most people make venison, I don't really care for it either. Yeah, deer jerky can be really, really good. I'll have to get Jen to try some that my neighbors make.
Smoked deer burgers?
Oh, that'd be good.
No, we didn't meet on a Muslim dating site. We met on this thing called TikTok.
Yep.
We're not Muslim.
Muslim either.
Deer ribeye is amazing. Quail jerky? What? Tell me more. Tell me more, because I totally want to do quail.
Nate, when you're getting a meat smoker, I want to build one, so it might be a bit.
Ooh, deer bacon. Can you make venison bacon?
It doesn't really have enough fat to be like conventional bacon.
Okay.
Deer meat is so lean, but like, yeah, you kind of can.
Nate's been on TikTok for a couple years. That's where his main accounts like totally took off.
Yep.
Bacon wrapped dove breast. I've never had dove.
That would be interesting. Canned deer meat is awesome. It can be. I'm not a huge fan of like canned stuff. Usually when you can stuff, it just gets a certain texture and whatever. Like it's just not quite the same like fresh.
He's not gonna shave, Nevin.
Nope.
Imagine one day Nate just decided to cut off his beard. Yeah, and then you probably need to pinch yourself and make sure you're awake, because that ain't gonna happen.
Nope. I've had this beard for a long time. I have no idea how many chins are underneath here, and I don't want to find out.
I love quail. I have lots of videos on starting. Well, my journey's starting. Awesome. I will totally check out your videos. That's cool. You don't have to do TikTok. That's why he's over here also. Everything that goes on TikTok gets put over here.
Yep.
You guys still eating hot dogs even though they're a mystery blend? I only eat hot dogs if they say all beef. My Exodus quail. All right. We need a bearded Nate, right? Are you a heavy metal guy? Folk metal.
Like folk metal, which isn't as far from the heaviest metal that's out there. But I like folk metal music. And pirate metal, which can get kind of heavy. I love pirate metal.
Kosher hot dogs. Yeah, so there's a brand of hot dogs called Hebrew National, and they are amazing hot dogs. They're expensive, a little more expensive than your regular beef hot dog, but they're so good. Yes, Bigfoot Graphics knows about Hebrew National. They are amazing hot dogs.
I'm not a big hot dog fan, but I will eat them now and again.
He made me awesome hot dogs one time. I told him, I'm like, cut them in half and stick them on the Blackstone until they are like almost burnt. Not quite burnt, but burnt. They get kind of caramelized and they're so good. Folk metal,
Oh,
yes.
yep. The genre of metal music. A lot of times you can even find bagpipes in them and like all kinds of unconventional instruments. The best songs are the ones where they're not always screaming, but they just scream like occasionally at certain points, and like it can kind of get very like light and not feeling heavy. I love that stuff.
Hebrew Nationals 20 pack for $13. Yeah, that's about right. I always wait for the big sale and I always get the bigger pack. My son eats 4 hot dogs at a time, so a 10 pack of hot dogs doesn't mean no good.
Yeah.
I saw the Meyer video. Perhaps you're a mitten girl. I'm trying to think what was in the Meyer video now. What, I'm not quite sure I'm not sure what that comment means.
I got sick
This
off of
is
hot dogs one time too, and that I didn't eat hot dogs for like years after that.
this is called California Cherry. Yeah, if you get sick on something, it's a hard time. It's hard
I
eating it
love
again.
I love fermented foods, definitely. Oh, Meyer is in the Mitten, Michigan. That's where it started.
What? We went to Meyer in Michigan?
No, I said Meyer is in Michigan. That's where they started. We didn't go
Oh,
to Meyer.
yes. That's where they came from. Oh, I didn't even realize they called Michigan the Mitten. Oh my gosh.
uh, I've learned
Yes,
more about
the one we went to was
geography.
actually in Wisconsin.
I've learned more about geography from being on social media because I've like people got all these terms. Like I didn't even know like the UP stood for the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and of course I've never lived near there. So
Artichokes, that just reminds me. I just bought an artichoke because I saw a recipe the other day for like a stuffed artichoke. I eat artichokes. Do you eat artichokes, Nate?
what's
You
an
ever had an
artichoke?
artichoke?
I probably have. I just don't. What is an artichoke? Sounds like some sort of weird vegetable thing. Is it like an avocado?
No, it's got a bunch of leaves on it and you pull the leaves off of it.
Um, I don't know
I'll
what you're
show
talking.
you later. I totally have one in the fridge. But it's the heart of the artichoke that you're going for, which is on the very, very center. There's not a whole lot of substance to an artichoke, but when you get to the center, there's an artichoke heart, and that's like the main part.
Yep.
I'm gonna stuff mine.
Good.
I saw a recipe the other day. I'm gonna try it.
Good.
And
I'd eat
yes, you
it.
just put a lot of butter on it. It's gonna be in the 90s today. How do you keep cool? How do you keep cool out there, Nate?
Well, I try to condition myself to be used to the heat because I've got stuff to do outside a lot, but I do have an air conditioner in the camper. And if it's hot, that means the sun's shining. If the sun's shining, it means I've got lots of electricity. I don't know what to do with. So I just run an air conditioner.
The Luke and Logan show says, sorry if you already answered before, but you guys are together, I know. But how is your living situation? Respectfully, of course.
We live 9 hours apart for now, but we're looking to merge that at the end of the year. Jen's going to come move here.
Oh my God, they're laughing at you. Is that like an avocado? Like dead laughing. Like I think she fell off her chair laughing.
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't doubt that. I know what
Oh,
I know, and I don't know a lot of things.
this sounds amazing. You guys ever make your own liquor? My grandparents ferment pineapples in a glass jar and leave it in the pantry. I want to do that. I love
Oh,
pineapple juice. Love it. Nate has made wine and he made his own beer one time.
yep. I actually made my own beer like 4 or 5 times.
He tried to make
But
Skittles wine. How did that go, Nate?
it went all right, but it tasted like it needed to rest for a long time, or like, yeah,
It didn't
age.
ferment like you expected, or
It did, but I've made like wine out of like citrus fruits, and that stuff has to sit for like 3 years, and it kind of tasted like that. So I'm letting it sit. Like it's probably been sitting for over a year now.
Nate, you should stream yourself playing Tarkov or other games here eventually. I'd love to watch you run some raids. We totally were doing Twitch streams on Saturday nights for a while, but then my schedule wasn't allowing it. And we just kind of got off of it. And in exchange for that, we've been actually spending more time on YouTube.
Yep.
It's been growing his beard for about 6 years. Hey there, Jen and Nate, listening into the stream while stacking wood for the next winter. Awesome.
Get to enjoy any junk food on the homestead. Sometimes I had somebody send me some Doritos, and then somebody sent me some Funyuns. I don't eat a lot of it, but every once in a while I'll try some. I still have Funyuns and Doritos. They sent me a bunch of
He
them.
gets junk food when I send him stuff. I sent him some chocolate chip banana bread and some salted caramel brownie cookies the other day.
Yep. Those are good. Those are real good.
I sent him a box of Snickerdoodles one time and he sat there and ate the whole box. I'm like, you were going to have the worst stomachache. All those butter cookies. And he just...
I ate the whole thing, whole box.
That was the first time I sent him cookies.
Yep. How far is the nearest store from you? I can get to a store in about a half hour. It's not too far. Hey, do you ever go back to West Virginia to visit? I live in West Virginia. Zucchini bread over banana bread? No. Zucchini bread's good though too. I do have a shipping address on my main page profile. I do. I just put it there. Because people kept asking. Yeah, the birds singing sound awesome. I love the sounds out here. People ask all the time why I don't have chickens. It's like, I love this. This is my sounds. I want to hear chickens all the time. I got quiet ducks and nature sounds.
You guys will have to talk him into doing a night live sometime and listening to the frogs in the background. You almost can't hear Nate. It's almost too loud.
Yeah,
There's so many frogs.
A microphone in order to do it.
Destiny was looking at me funny last night when I had the phone on speaker, and you could just, I'm like, those are frogs. Like, those are the frogs that are here.
Grew up in the country, so that sound reminds me of home. I bet it does. Any package you would find particularly helpful or unhelpful? I don't know. You're more like, if you're thinking of sending me something, you're more than welcome to send me an email and tell me what you're thinking. And if it's something I don't need or can't use, I will most definitely let you know.
So they have these little things called tiles, and you put them on stuff you can't keep track of, and then you can like search and find them. He probably needs 2 packs of those.
Oh my god.
Where'd I set my beer? Where'd I put my phone?
Right? No, I totally need one for like my beer. I'd totally put it on my beer so I could like.
Oh my gosh, that would be so funny.
Right?
So funny.
Minion on a mug. Yes, Minion is on mugs. Minion is on mugs now.
We don't eat frog legs. However, we probably have we could probably feed an army with frog legs at one point. There's so many toads and frogs out there.
Yeah, there are.
They're just everywhere. It's who ADHD, probably.
Like you just say probably, not knowing who it's referring to.
Yep. I think 99% of the world is ADHD. Everybody just deals with it different, so it doesn't show in everybody. 98% of the time I spend in the garage tinkering on the family Jeep is spent looking for tools in the 10mm socket I just had in my hand. Right?
Right.
You gotta have 4 or 5 of those.
Thinking about buying your beard products, but we'll Soon join the army.
Kermit is safe on the
Cool, thanks.
homestead. Yeah. I mean, does Minion need a dog dish? Minion has dog dishes.
Yeah, Minion's good with the dog dishes. He's got a couple. Cats have some
Yeah.
food dishes.
He's got an airsoft gun. That's how he keeps the ducks out of the kitchen.
Work to keep
Nobody wants to
deer
get
away
hit with
too.
pellet. Is Jen single? No, Jen is not single. No. Jen is madly in love with this guy right down here. Or next to me, or wherever he is on your screen, but he's below me. It's a good place for him to be. Let me tell you a secret about Nate. If I say something that's going to make Nate blush, he will step out of the camera. Just so you know.
No, I have something
People
important
still
to
get
do.
offended about being called ADHD or autistic or something. There's no reason to be offended. Everybody's different. As long as I think people get offended because of the way it's brought up, and people make fun of people. Everything is a stigma at some point, and it just causes, it just causes issues. If we react to people the right way, then those stigmas don't sit. ADOS, attention deficit. Oh, squirrel. Yes. Bright shiny things. Yep.
Right.
You should sell dog dishes that say that's good, right? I'm totally gonna try to make dog biscuits, like peanut butter dog biscuits or oat dog biscuits, and we'll see what happens.
3 coffees in the morning, that's unheard of for me. Well, it's afternoon now, so.
My wife always says I never hear what she's saying, or something like that. That's funny. Nate and I were talking about something this morning, and I was laughing, and I said, "You never listen to me." And it was last night. I coughed, and he thought I was laughing. He's like, "What are you laughing about?" And then he said something, and I responded, and he's like, "That's not what I said." And then we both laughed because we obviously aren't hearing each other right over the
Right.
call. And I said, I told him, I'm like, "You're not listening to me." Hey, Nate, what are your plans for today?
Probably clean the floor of the outhouse and decide what did I surprise the minion? Probably decide what I'm doing with the floor.
Yep, he's drinking a latte. Is what candy? It's a Breville. The best. I have a Jebby. It works pretty good for a cheap little single coffee machine. That's a weird way to start a conversation. That's
Breville
funny.
870 is a cheap coffee machine.
I have a funny story about spouses not totally hearing each other. My mom had a puppy, and we went for a walk. And partway through the walk, the puppy got tired, so my mom put her around her neck and just kind of carried her home. And we got home, and my dad was reading the newspaper. My mom was telling him about the puppy and all excited about our walk and how she was carrying her around her neck like a little lamb. And then she says to my dad, "Are you even listening to me?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "Where did you see the little lamb?" Oh my gosh, we lost it. So still, to this day, if somebody's not totally paying attention to somebody in our family, I always say, "Where'd you see the little lamb?" It was so funny. So funny.
Whoa.
Tired of going to barista stands? Get your own machine. Amazon actually had a really good sale on that same machine he has right there not too long ago.
They did. Yep, it's a great entry-level espresso machine.
Okay. That right there will earn you a goodbye. Bye. Uh-oh. Your dad asks random things like that. It was so funny. Like, he was listening, but not enough. He definitely heard about the baby lamb. What's your guys' take on old Ford pickups, and is it worth rusting them? I don't know what you mean, Keith. Rusting them?
Restoring them.
Restoring them is probably okay.
I have absolutely no idea. I'm not a mechanic. I don't do stuff with vehicles very much.
We're doing good, Electro. How are you? Bye, AJ. Are you making a third cup of coffee? He can't hear me. We can talk about him now. Anything you guys want to know? You've had a few old Fords. Hippie Hebrew Homestead could help. Welcome in, Hippie Hebrew. I like the older vehicles, less electronics to go wrong with them, right? Every time something happens with my car, I'm like, oh, it's probably something in the computer. Good, glad to hear it. I know it's never enough coffee, but typically I drink more coffee than he does. Oh, he is standing there listening to see if I'm talking about him. See, it's a good thing you guys didn't ask crazy questions. How tall is he? 6'10". I mean 5'10". 6'10". 5'10". He thought he was 6 foot, so we measured one day, and then he realized that he wasn't quite 6 foot anymore.
Yep.
I told him, I said, I don't look up to you quite like I thought I did.
That was hysterical. Look, I didn't do the espresso over to ice this time.
Oh, he's going to try it that way.
I am.
I can't believe you're having a third cup of coffee. I'm about to fall off my seat.
Right? What are the chances? Like, I can't believe I am either. Like, 3 cups of coffee in a day is not at all normal for me.
He was 6 foot at one point, and then he had a back injury, and
Yeah.
those things will get you. Plus, you know, as you get older, you start to shrink and decompress or compress, whatever. We're the little lamb. Yeah, Nate said he was making a third coffee.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta go. I'm meeting someone to sell weekly chicken and quail eggs. Life is good. So glad I caught you both. Have a great day. Thanks, Grafted Branch. You have a great day too. Hippie Hebrew says, I restored a 1984 CJ7, a 1981 F-150 with the 351W in it. Done engine swaps, putting larger engines in vehicles that they shouldn't be in. Haha. Oh, that's funny.
I was going to restore a 1982, I think, K5 Blazer, but instead I just kind of semi-restored it and then just drove it.
I don't let my wife read the tape measure around here. My girlfriend would need a chair to reach above my head. That's funny. I think Nate is just the perfect height for me. He's just perfect. He's just perfect. I want to put a 440 Hemi in a truck with a 5-speed. Whoa.
Sweet.
And it's a short box truck. Oh my gosh. If the frame is nice, it might be worth it. The 71 is a great truck. I always wondered why some people love excluding others or banning others. Not sure where that came from. Must be a conversation they're having. What y'all eating for dinner?
I have no idea. I usually don't know until like I start making something.
There's a guy in town here. His last name is McIlvain. I'm trying to think what his first name is. He used to play in the NBA, but he graduated from one of the high schools around here, and he's like 7'4", 7'2", or something like he's just so tall. And I've seen him like in the grocery stores and stuff, and he's like way up here, like it just doesn't even look right. He's like way up by the top shelves, and it's just crazy.
Never take me serious unless I mean it. That's funny.
A little hard to tell when it's just in chat.
A little bit.
Hi from South Africa.
South Africa. Sweet.
Oh, geez, he's half a foot taller than me. You're that tall too? Are you 7 foot?
Oh, man. We're going to get a 70s muscle car. You never know, but probably not.
Yes, Jim McIlvaine. That's exactly who it is. He graduated from a high school here in Wisconsin. I probably shouldn't have said. If you figure out where he's from, please do not start bombing in the chat where he went to school. I'm really good at keeping my location quiet, and I probably just totally gave it up by talking about a basketball player.
Well, nobody was going to look it up until you said all that.
He knows who Jim McIlvaine is, though.
Right.
When I very, very first met him, we were sitting in the lunchroom in the cafeteria at the high school. They had some kind of thing going, and he was sitting in just one of the normal chairs at their lunch tables, and his knees were like up in his chin, like this, sitting on a chair because the chair is like high school's type chair. But yeah, his legs were just so long.
Minion. What a good boy he is. Put your head down. Go back to sleep. Head down. Head down. That's a good boy.
Nate, you're gonna look like a wizard when your hair turns white.
Right.
Minion's recharging his solar battery for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Got to get those zoomies stored up.
There we go. Now we're chilling again.
Nate, you'll make a good wizard for Halloween. Nate doesn't do anything for Halloween. I've been watching your videos. I'm very jealous of your life. Ha ha ha. I love that you went off grid and you have inspired me to do something similar since I've always wanted to. Very cool. Any idea if you'll get another dog or if you'll need more protection for the new ducklings from predators?
I will get a livestock guardian dog sometime, possibly as early as next spring. Minion does have a girlfriend. Her name is Charlo. Or Charlo.
She's not here.
Mostly
Charlotte.
Charlo.
Yeah. She's not here right now, or I'd show you.
Minion, you need to be closer. He's a good boy.
Nate would be a great homesteader for Halloween. Right? We'll work on that. All hail Lord Minion. Nate, how long have you been in West Virginia?
3 years. Hey, look, guys, I cleaned up all the junk that Minion tore up. Well, kind of. More or less.
I'm near Walton. My mother has 60 acres with free natural gas for life. Do you have gas on your place?
I do not. There's a lot of properties around here with free natural gas, though, but I decided I'd rather not have the gas company here than have a property with free gas.
I really want a German Husky, just don't want to deal with shedding, so I'll stick with a Maine Coon, right? With me, Noah. With me. That's why I have not moved out there yet. It's going to look like Dumbledore when he's older. Well, a thinner version of Dumbledore, maybe.
I don't know if the ducklings can get out of the coop. I know some of them can.
The only free natural gas I have is after Taco Tuesdays.
Oh my god.
Minion does not have kids. Howdy, y'all. Hope everyone is great. Hello, y'all. Oh, we got some new people popping in.
Cool.
Release for quacking.
Right. Hey, Mutters, you forgot your babies. Come on, one of you make the jump over and the rest will try.
They need a little ramp.
They do. They do.
They'll grow so fast, though. He's using, I'm pretty sure he's on his iPhone.
Yep.
That's a
Mother's
hard
like, hey,
question
why
to
didn't you
answer
guys
when you
come?
guys ask me what phone he's using because he has 3 phones and I have to think about it for a second.
Right. Oh, there we go. That's one of the smallest ones.
I'm in Wisconsin. Nate is in West Virginia. Spunky didn't even jump over there to follow you?
No, Spunky didn't. One of the other ones hopped up on the ledge, but they're kind of like, we're not sure. We've never been out here before. I've never let them out in the
Yeah, it looks
yard
like a big
before.
area. They're probably like, whoa.
Right.
Oh, if you go to Wisconsin, go north. North, north, north. Don't stay in southern Wisconsin. Robots have invaded the homestead. They've started mowing, right? We all need them to
Right.
invade. I like Samsung phones too. That's what I use. It doesn't have near the camera though, and the iPhone is better for him for his TikTok stuff.
Oh, we got one.
If we're ever up that way, Hippie Hebrew, I will totally reach out to you. He's keeping the ducklings. He's trying to grow the flock.
Yep. Mama
Yep,
ducks are showing
northern
them how it's
Wisconsin is
done.
amazing.
Oh, they're funny.
You love the snow, and your woman wants the sun and a pool. Yeah, you might have to do some research and find the best place for that. The mama ducks are showing them how it's done, right?
They are. We don't go too far, but they're just like, come on. Come on, there's stuff to forage. It's free food out here, guys. If I give them a ramp, they'd all crawl under it and wonder how to get out.
Your son wants ducks. They're kind of cool.
Yeah, they are.
My dad's grandpa had a duck. It was one single lone duck, and it followed him everywhere.
Come on, ducks. How do I care for the animals if I leave for a couple days? I've got neighbors and friends that help me out.
I'm going north. She can live in Florida again. I guess. Oh, that's funny. What you need is you need 2 places, and then in the winter well, no, I guess that won't work because you want the snow. So you could go to the snow and then also go to Florida in the summer, and she'd like have her extreme sun and a pool. What's wrong with southern Wisconsin? So in a nutshell, where I'm at, I call the armpit because I'm totally stuck between Milwaukee and Chicago. It's overpopulated, smoggy, nasty, busy, dirty, crime filled, all the things you don't want. And it's a fun place to visit on the weekend. I don't know if they're scared of the lawnmower. They definitely are aware of it and move out of the way, though.
Yeah. I turned the lawnmower off just because of the ducklings, though, because I don't know if they'll have the right instincts to get out of the way in time.
Midwest Wisconsin is probably okay. I haven't been too far west. Maybe you're getting closer to Iowa then. I've been to Platteville, which is right across the river from Dubuque, and it's nice there. I guess it gets really hot though because it's like in between hills and there's not a lot of wind movement.
Come on, guys. You can make it. You got hot better than that.
Which one is Spunky?
That one.
You guys see? See how much bigger he is than everybody else?
We encourage you guys. Go get your mama.
Oh,
I want you
there
guys to
goes
do
my-
it on your own. I know you guys can.
You just
All right,
described Phoenix. West Virginia has the most polite people in the U.S. I'm not surprised. The people in West Virginia are super nice.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, I have a friend in Wild Rose, Wisconsin also. I know exactly where Wild Rose is, and it's super teeny tiny, and it's crazy that we both know somebody there.
Oh.
Southern Wisconsin, right? Well, and I'm southeast Wisconsin. But yeah, it's just like overpopulated here. It's
They
just
want
crazy.
the swallowtail. That's funny. There's a swallowtail butterfly just flying right over their heads. That's hysterical.
I collect butterfly eggs and hatch them, and Nate has animals that eat the butterflies. So that's fun. Last year I was like, "Look, Nate, I found a pair of mating swallowtails," and I'm showing him as he's holding the kitten, who reached out and grabbed them and stuck them right in his mouth. I'm like, "Well, at least they died happy." He got 2 in 1. Look at them all. Is there still 19?
Right? There is still 19.
Look at you.
Which was when I counted this morning.
Keeping them all around. Oop, that one guy wants to hang in the back.
Spunky's a little more independent.
Yeah, he wants to hang by you. Your buddy Jeffrey has a firewood business in Wild Rose. That's cool. The birds on Hippie Hebrew's property are talking to your birds.
That's funny.
Little duck daddy, right? Spunky runs to him when he goes out to the duck coop.
Yep. He's starting to do it a little less and less, though. Well,
Okay.
I say that. Well, he ran
He
past me.
comes running right
Hey.
back to you.
What about me? I raised you. Oh.
He ran from you.
What are you doing? I thought we were buddies. You starting to get wild.
Regular duck butt. Yeah, aren't they funny? They're so cute.
Where's your little family? Go get your siblings.
Beautiful day to take the ducks for a walk. He'll never get
Right.
all his ducks in a row now, guys.
It's surprisingly close. But yeah,
Right.
they're not in a row. They're in a group. Listen, you actually need to stay with the other ones because I want to kind of like watch you guys.
I want to stay with you.
Yeah.
I don't want you to hold me or touch me, but I want to stay by you.
Right. Oh, there we go. Run. What? You need me to come with you? Okay, I'll come with you. I'll come. You lead the way. Or not. Or just chill with me.
He does look like he has a little cap on. His black doesn't look as dark as it originally did, though. Has he lightened
No.
up?
Yeah, I think he has lightened up. I think they do. Eventually, they'll all look nothing like they do now, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember watching Hopper change. He needs a cowboy hat, right?
You might.
He's like, come on, Nate, let's go up here. They're Muscovy ducks. They're super quiet. They don't have a loud quack like your typical ducks do.
Yep, the ducklings are louder than the ducks themselves, typically. Yeah, he doesn't want me to stray from the group. That's exactly right.
Yep, he's trying to keep him in there. Don't forget to come with us.
I wanted to let him out earlier, but the grass was wet, and the first year I had Muscovies, like the mom went through the tall grass and like lost some ducklings, and they got cold and wet and didn't make it. So I learned to wait till it's much warmer.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
That's so cool to see them all roaming around. This is the very first time I let them out here.
Who's the lady on your right?
That would be my wonderful girlfriend who's gorgeous and super hot.
They're bad moms. They're first time moms.
Probably second time moms.
Could be.
I'll need hats. Oh, here we go with the tall grass again.
Is this the most babies you've had at once?
Oh, most definitely. Yep, 19 of these little things.
We will
We'll be losing each other now, mamas. You keep track of them.
Possibly keep the camper for guest quarters. He's not totally sure what he's going to do with it yet. How do you cook a dog? You don't cook a dog, you goofball. What will you do with the ducks once they're all grown up? Collect their eggs.
Yep. The males might get eaten, though, or sold.
They're going into the
something.
long grass, just like you just said you didn't want them to.
Yeah, well, I don't want them to do it when it's like chilly and like early morning and stuff.
Oh, just make sure they get dried off in time.
Yeah, the grass is dry now. It's
Catch and cook Minion. Have you seen the video of Minion being cooked on the cast iron?
They probably have. That's probably what they're referring to.
How do you hatch dog eggs? In an incubator, obviously. Have you guys seen the video of the cat that incubated the eggs? Or the cat that hatched the eggs? There's totally a lady that stuck 6 eggs underneath her cat, and her cat laid on them until they hatched. And then she has them all wrapped up in these little baby blankets, and they're all laying up against the cat. And the cat is just like licking it and hugging them. I was like, what? Somebody did see it. Yeah. I was just crazy. I was like, what? And then there's totally a lady that is incubating eggs without their shells. So she started one and it made it 7 days, and then it didn't get any further. And so now she's got an experiment starting, and she has 5 different eggs going, and they're all done different ways. One of them has calcium and antibiotics. One just has calcium. One is actually in the egg, but she took the top of the egg off of it, like the top of the shell. And then 2 of them she has where the eggs are upside down. And so every day she goes and checks them and to see which ones are producing faster. There's one that's like a day behind the others, but be interesting to see if any of them hatch. I've just came to say I love your vids.
Thanks.
There's another time lapse of a chicken developing in its shell with the top removed. Oh, really? And it was successful? Awesome. I'm expecting that the one that's in the shell with just the missing shell will work. It's the ones that are completely out of the shell and in the petri dishes or jars that totally fascinate me. It was crazy. And then there's another girl that her kids have been cracking her eggs and she's just devastated. So she took candle wax and put over the cracks in the eggs to seal them, and she's trying to incubate them now. Do ducks need a male to stimulate them to make eggs like chickens? No, they'll still drop eggs.
Yeah.
They just want to be fertilized. How do they breathe? Well, this lady put oxygen in there. Like there's actually oxygen pumping into each individual lockdown area that she has in her incubators. So they are getting oxygen. The one, like I said, her first attempt, it made it 7 days. You could see the outline of the chick. You could see where its wing was and its eye. You could see its little heartbeat. You could see the outline of it. I'm not sure why that one didn't make it. Oh, we're going to go explore the pond.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping the mamas take them down there. That'd be kind of cool.
Ducks will lay daily.
I think Muscovy ducks lay somewhere around 100 eggs a year, and chickens can lay way more, but Muscovy duck eggs are bigger.
Gotta
And
run, guys.
they get their own food, so I don't really care how many ducks I have. It doesn't cost me much in food. If I need more eggs, I just get more ducks.
Look at them all staying with their mamas.
That's a pretty steep area to introduce them to the pond. Like, it's not like I didn't build
Yeah.
them a nice ramp over here, but whatever. They're just loving all this new.
They know where the ramp is.
This is all another area I control burn, so it's all like just tiny little fresh plants coming up.
Can we please see Minion? I know you're ignoring this comment. Please, I want to see Minion. So we just showed Minion. Right now we're showing the ducks. Hang around and you'll probably see him.
Yep, Minnie makes
Is
it
the
into the
homestead
camera.
It's not
No,
totally self-sufficient yet. Is there a taste difference between chicken eggs and duck eggs?
Definitely richer, creamier. They're great
Larger.
for baking. The yolks are bigger, proportion-wise.
Three-quarters of the comments on any channel are where's Minion, 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 Minion. We're used to it.
They're usually people that just hop in and don't stay for the live much. They just hop in, want to see Minion, and then scroll out. It's like, stay a while, you'll see him.
Sunny side up eggs must
he's
be
not
nice.
in sight.
Welcome back, Logan. Are you planning on getting cattle for milk or meat? Or simply as pets?
Probably. Not really for pets, except Jen might get a mini cow for a pet. Oh, there was just a frog. I missed it. Jumped into the water.
It would totally be a milking cow, too. But yes, it would be mainly just for my satisfaction.
All right, guys. Let's not go this way. Let's go in the
Hello
pond.
from West Central Virginia.
I heard the ducks.
All right, Logan. We'll start with the timeout. Do it again and you're gone.
Hopefully I don't walk out of service, because I'm getting really, really close to doing so.
I have to pick up some beehives now. You were interested in keeping bees. He's not interested in keeping bees, but we have friends that are not too far from him that keep bees. We're gonna have to come up with some cool things to trade them now. They've got your goat milk and your bee and your honey.
Right.
Minion has taken the internet by storm. According to the interwebs, he's the bestest boy ever. That's true. That is true.
Oh, there just went a frog. Go
You guys
swimming,
also call male deer bulls and the female deers cows? No. They're does and bucks. No horses in the future. Not really any reason for horses. What's the most out there idea you want to pursue for the homestead, Nate?
I mean, a mix of primitive and luxurious modern living is like kind of my goal. Maybe the outhouse. The outhouse and using soldier fly larvae to empty it might be the most out there idea.
Can me and my daughter Sophia please have a that's good?
Have a what?
A that's good.
Oh, that's good.
I swear, y'all, oat milk and cereal is so indistinguishable from milk and cereal. You know, I watched a lady make oat milk at home the other day, and her husband said it tasted just like oat milk from the store. I was like, I wonder. With honey, you want to get it within 10 miles from home. Well, they're probably not much more than that, but 10 miles isn't 10 minutes around Nate.
My
10 miles is
my
like a half an
one
hour.
one set of neighbors is totally going to get into beekeeping. They go to all the beekeeper meetings of the group in town and everything, so I won't have to go far for it, I'm sure.
Awesome. I'll go over and pick weeds in the garden and they can give you honey.
There we go.
I'll tell her. I'll work for honey.
Yeah, and their land's like totally borders mine, so the bees will come over here and pollinate stuff, and it'll be cool. I'll give them duck eggs as trade or something, maybe. Especially if all these guys make it, like, that'd be a lot of eggs.
Yeah, they have chickens though, don't the
Oh, it's the other
right
neighbors, but
people? Other people?
they're gonna get chickens too, I think.
Is she gonna do the bees?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
She wants to do bees.
I just made hazelnut milk. Awesome.
Work on the homestead for minion pets. My
Which
internet's set up. I have satellite internet, but I also have a homemade hotspot with directional antennas. I can't show the Starlink, but because I'm not in the right spot, but I can totally show the spot, which is in that little box, and those two diamond shapes are the directional antennas. They point through a hole I cut in the trees 5 miles to town, where I can see a tower.
do a worm pit for castings too. That with a chicken coop and 5 hives, that's a solid foundation. I tried to do worm castings once.
Chicken of the woods, I find it usually in September, but depends on your area as to when you actually find it. But it'll go for like a 2-month duration often.
How long do you think you guys would survive on the stuff you currently have on the homestead, and what things do you need to become fully sufficient? Good questions.
Yeah, I think I'd survive just fine out here, just as it is.
We could survive on sugar water for a long time.
Sugar water.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah,
Yep.
between ducks, like one of the big things is like I can feed my ducks from the property, and if I have enough ducks laying eggs, I can feed my animals, like my cats and my dog from the property too, along with supplementing with hunting. So I could be self-sufficient. I'll never be self-sufficient unless somehow it's mandatory.
And what do you need to become self-sufficient?
um, I need to be forced into being self-sufficient. Like if for some reason, like I can't get anything from town anymore for whatever reason, that'll make me be self-sufficient. Like it's just a. But I'm only one person, so like, how much do I really need to eat? I have my own power. I have my own water, unless it stops raining and the sun stops shining. But most people aren't self-sufficient until like they're forced into it. And I hope never to be forced into it because I hope all of society continues to thrive and do good. Winters would be tough, but I'd spend all summer prepping for winter. True self-sufficiency is an impragmatic and inhuman condition. We need community. I totally agree. If you're actually self-sufficient, then yeah, that means something's not awesome.
This is the duck pond. So this one is just for the ducks. Um, the big pond is down below where he stays, and it will be a fish pond eventually.
Yep.
Do you wash your duck eggs?
No. Nope, not typically. It's electric offered in my area. It's not that far from here. It cost about 30 grand to get it here, and then I'd have a new monthly bill. So I opt not to do that.
I suppose you could trade with the neighbors in that sort of situation and you'd all be able to group together and make it work for sure.
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely. Where's Minion? Where's the little doggy? He's up by the outdoor kitchen at the moment. But I'm down here by the pond, keeping an eye on the ducks. I will make sure nothing dumb happens.
Oh, look at them getting in the water. They're going to swim.
Yep, they're swimming. They're loving it. The muddy water.
I'm in class right now. Hope you guys are doing awesome.
Awesome.
I
Yep.
never watched YouTube or any videos when I was sitting in class. Oh, that's right. They didn't have that then. Bluegill, yes. Panfish. Yep. Bluegill, crappie. Yum. He uses his phone to film. Unfortunately, in that type of situation, there's always people looking to take from others. Thievery would be a big issue, and trust with them really fast for anyone you don't know well.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But
There's a whole army of spunkies.
I've got some seriously awesome neighbors, and I would share with them. They'd share with me, and it's rural enough
Yeah.
out here that if you see anyone else, you can just pretty much assume they're there to steal and act accordingly.
Yeah, Jen, back in our day, there was no YouTube. Was lucky to have dial-up in my senior year of school, right? Exactly. I didn't even have dial-up my senior year of school. We had no internet. We had the floppy disk with the, what was it, Oregon Trail and some other thing we used to have to play.
Come in. Did you come down here to the pond? Vince.
Oh yes, I would love to get a bunch of panfish and do a fish fry with Nate and the neighbors. I think it would be awesome. I'm from
That would be
Wisconsin and there's
so awesome.
fish fry like crazy, but oh my gosh, if we could do like a fish fry with corn on the cob and some potatoes and oh my gosh.
There's no
Yum.
YouTube, be no Minion merch. That's all right. Yeah, we gotta have internet or there'd be no Minion merch.
Right? Yeah, Oregon Trail. And you know, as an adult, I tried to play it and I was like, this is the dumbest thing. And back in the day, it was like, can we go to computer lab? Crappie
Oregon
are
Trail.
amazing. They're fun to catch too. I love catching sunfish and bluegill because you can play with them forever. If you find one and you pull your lure up, they'll totally follow the worm to the top and then you drop it and they'll dive right back down for it. You can totally play with them before you ever catch them. It's hysterical.
Right.
Yeah, they're lots of fun. I used to go along the edge of the lake and find the bluegill nests because they nest in the shallow and you can totally see them and they'll protect their nest. So you can dangle pretty much anything over their nest and they will chase it and play with it. And yeah, it's fun. I love
Man,
Lent
what are
time in
you guys
Pittsburgh. So many Catholic churches, so many fish fries, right? In Wisconsin, they do all year long is Friday fish fry. It doesn't matter. And you can't get into, I was telling Nate, I'm like, you can tell where the good fish fries are on Friday night because you can't get in their parking lot. There's lines. They'll wait a couple hours to get in for a good fish fry. Big, big deal around here.
Uh-oh.
I used
The
to
ducks
skip
can't
class
make
to
it.
play that in the school's library. That's hysterical.
Look at them
Or
scale that turn. You guys can do it.
Jonathan
You
Whistler
guys
says,
can
come back to York, man.
do it. Oh, they all made it.
This isn't the pond that we would put the bigger fish in.
No.
This is the duck pond. It's not even deep enough for bigger fish.
Nope. It's just a tiny little pond. Mud puddle, whatever.
Bye, Rex. Have a good day. My first wife was from Marionette County, and whenever we go up and visit, there would always be so many people going to fish fries on Friday. Yep. That's how it is here. It's crazy.
What's going on, Mince? You hanging out with your duckling friends? Is it your little minions?
Have you ever made a brown sugar bourbon seasoned burger? No, but that sounds amazing, Keith.
Yeah, it does.
How do you find the adjustment from Wisconsin to West Virginia? How long have you lived in the Appalachians? So I don't live there yet. I won't be there until the end of the year. I have more of an adjustment leaving West Virginia and coming back to Wisconsin than I do going the other way. I don't like where I am. I've never liked it here. I've just kind of been stuck here. So there's not much of an adjustment, and I much prefer being out by Nate. And Nate has been in West Virginia for 3 years now, just over 3 years.
Yep.
My girlfriend won't eat fish. She hates it, but she's never tasted them. I try to get her to eat it, but she won't.
That's like Jen and venison, except for she did taste it, and then she was like, "Oh, that's good."
May I say, y'all are living my dream. When my car is paid off, I'm moving off grid. I'm taking the time till then to learn as much as I can. Very cool. Just here to say hi to Lord Minion. Good to hear the move is so soon and natural for you. Yeah, I'm extremely excited. Nate and I both have countdowns on our phones, and they started at over 12 months. It was like 13 months and something when we started.
Right.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No, because I'm trying to think. It was a long time, and watching it go down and get closer to where it is absolutely amazing.
Totally.
I'm betting Jen will be living on the homestead before the end of the year. If I have the opportunity, you are absolutely right. But I don't know if that opportunity will come. I have responsibilities here until a certain amount of time, and then I'll be good. And no, I'm not on parole.
Oh my god.
I always think that when I'm like, there's a certain date I have set, like, because trying not to talk about my reasons because he doesn't want to be talked about, I'm just like, yeah, it totally sounds like I'm on parole.
Right.
I've been stuck in New England for 19 years now, so I lived through others like you guys. Yeah. Come November 24th, I will not be stuck anymore. I will have 100% freedom to do what I choose to do.
That's right.
We're just making it through until then, guys. People that don't like fish have never had good fish. I hated fish until I was an adult because all I had was fish sticks up to that point.
Same
For
with me.
sure.
With me.
And some fish is really fishy, and some fish isn't as fishy, I guess. So it just depends. Yes, free Jen. That's right. That is right. We should start a petition. I'll take it to court. She don't need to be here.
Fucking fuzzy nuggets.
It really sounds like you're on parole. It totally does. It's hysterical. No, it's totally due to a minor child who will be an adult in November, but he doesn't like to be discussed. So that's all I'm going to say. It's not the state that has control. The fuzzy walking nuggies, right?
Yep.
Jen's on parole for
got under
excessive
the lid.
cuteness.
I can't get on the garbage
That's
can
funny.
lid. I can't get it.
He can't get on it or off of it?
On it. There's one under it. It's
Oh.
kept trying to jump up. It's funny.
They need to get their little hoppers working. Whoa, you're still alive. I went shopping and came back and you're still here.
Yep.
Crappie fillets are the least fishy tasting. Catfish are fishy. Yeah, I don't eat catfish. I don't know if I've ever tried catfish. But crappie is amazing.
Well,
I totally
Spunky's
agree.
okay. He's right there. There's Spunky, the bigger one.
He's just out with the other ducklings now. After the other eggs started hatching, he didn't want to stay in his cage anymore. He was like, wait a second.
Right.
So he's been adopted by the mamas. What are the chances we get a video of Minion trotting around with all the ducklings scrambling behind him? Do they ever follow him around?
They don't. They're really stuck with their mamas.
November 24th. Happy birthday. Bye. Yep. On cue. What about trout? There's totally a lake down by Nate that has trout in it.
Yeah, there is.
And that's probably one of the places that we'll first start fishing because it'll be a while before the pond is built up enough. But you can see through that water. It's crystal clear. And you can see the fish in there. But there's totally
I
trout
still count
in there.
19 ducklings. That's good. They're all
Awesome!
still here.
Best fish is wild salmon. I love salmon too. I made Nate some salmon. I don't know if you guys saw that video. I used oil. I used the oil from some jardinera peppers that he had, and it was amazing. Love all the work y'all do. Don't ever get discouraged by anyone. If I get discouraged, I'll just disappear. Nate doesn't get discouraged by anyone. He handles it really, really well. For the most part, I just laugh with him, but if it got to me, I would just back off. I keep forgetting when I pet one of my cats, my hand gets covered in cat hair, right? Look at my milkweed starting to pop up, guys.
Oh, yeah, there's so much milkweed.
Monarch butterflies. Gonna be crazy.
I checked
need
the
to
other
get
day.
out there.
I didn't see any monarch eggs, nor have I seen any butterflies that are monarchs.
Yeah, you got to see the monarchs first. Remember, I was having better luck up in that second field?
Yeah, you were.
It's just sunnier, and I think, like, no animals and other things around. They just tend to like that area.
Right.
Up the big hill, guys.
Listen, guys.
I can't believe their little legs aren't getting tired. They just follow. That's so funny.
They
On the
do.
line of ducks, right? Feed the ducklings cooked rice and water. They will grow faster. That's what I did for this breed.
Minion, what are you
They're
eating over
totally
there?
doing good. They're growing like crazy.
Get over here. Don't be
As long
eating
as he
nonsense.
can have them out, they can forage
Come.
and do their own thing. You guys will probably like walleye. Not sure if you can get them down south. My parents are in the Pacific Northwest. I've totally had walleye, and you were right. Walleye is incredible. Jen, what's your favorite meal Nate makes for you? His burgers. And it doesn't matter what he puts on them. I don't think I've ever had a burger from Nate that wasn't like, oh my God, this is really good. It's called Funky Republic. It's by Elf Bar. It's California cherry flavored. I grow evening primrose just to see the elusive hummingbird moth. Great for bees too. We have hummingbird moths here too. They're few and far between, but I have seen them.
Mama didn't like it.
What did he do?
Yeah, did you get nailed by a duck? Did you?
Oh, did she peck at him? Crappie's greater than trout. They're totally different fish. I need to start making homemade burger patties. There's so much. Oh my gosh. When I have a homemade burger, I mean, mine are good, but Nate's are amazing. It just reminds me how much better they are than any restaurant or fast food place. Like, it's just not the same. Homemade food is so much better. I love tacos. Making tacos at home, so much better.
Dog
Man,
versus dog.
did you get denied?
Were you denied? I know.
Been
I know
using
you're good
premium
with the
patties.
ducklings. They just don't know that you're good with
Those
their
work
baby.
too, as long as they're made at home.
They don't know.
Never heard of a hummingbird moth and just look them up. Holy jeez, that's amazing. They are. It's crazy. Yep. I'll be right back.
Be right back. I gotta go clean my cup. I gotta set you guys down for a minute so I can actually clean it instead of just rinsing. I gotta get back to checking out my ducklings. Feel like it's always coffee time. Today it's been always coffee time. I usually don't stay on this long, but I let the ducklings out and I really got to just watch them instead of going and doing stuff. So moms can kind of protect them. It just depends what's happening now. Hawks and stuff would be an issue.
Mail
Yeah,
call.
I got paper towels. What do you got? You got all kinds of
Mail
stuff.
call. I gotta open this and find out why I had to sign for it. This had better not be what I think it is. So for Nate's birthday, I bought him a 3-month subscription to a microbrewery club. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got this notice that I have a package that I need to sign for, like an adult signature. And I'm like, they better not have sent me his beer. But I don't remember what I ordered. I said, do you need my ID or just my signature? He says, oh, you might be old enough. Okay.
I was like, where'd all my ducks go? There they are. Up by the vehicles.
Oh, it's my cookie stuff that I have to do the video on.
Cookie stuff. You
So
had to
look at
sign
it.
for it?
So this is just a quick sneak peek real quick. I have to do a video on this, but this is cookie liquor and it's actually made with cookies.
Oh, I
Like they
remember
actually
that.
crush cookies and put into it. And we're going to do a video. Nate and I are going to do a video with it, but should we see what it looks like? Nah, I'll leave that as a surprise. So that's what it was I had to sign for. So I got to do a video on that, which means I'm going to have to get off the phone with my boyfriend at some point so I can actually voice over.
Right.
I have one. It's_just_Jen. And I would type in the chat so you could just click on me, but I can't type in the chat for some reason. Probably Nate's fault.
All right, don't blame me.
Ooh, another mystery book. This one's called The Mother's Fault. If I can grab a book that like sucks me in and keeps me on edge, I will read it in no time. And then okay, let's get
Everybody in, everybody in.
this is a new shirt I bought for 4th of July. A heart
Get over to
attack
that
special. A heart attack in the bag.
Let these other guys sneak
Oh,
out of
this is
here.
cute. It's got like
Perfect.
a little kind of cute. Go with my 4th of July jeans. That was my mail call. How fun. Okay, so maybe I didn't screw up and have the beer sent to the wrong place. Maybe we're still good.
Maybe not.
You should get it anytime. Cool. Did you get all 19 ducklings in?
I did.
David Baldacci, is it crime and or mystery or crime or why not get a goat? The only thing a goat's really good for is out there is the milk.
Come on.
And I'm not big on goat's milk. Nate totally likes it. I mean, I would manage a goat so he could have goat milk, but
Goats are a
don't know.
lot of work. A lot of work.
I'd rather just have my mini cow running around with me and get
Come
mini
here.
cow milk. We might just get a
Okay.
minuscule amount, but you know.
Listen.
He has free mowing running around the yard all the time, and they don't
Moments.
keep. He's got so much land.
Come.
Just a couple goats is never going to keep it down, and then you have to move them around all the time. And
people think goats eat grass and they'll pick at it, but they want to eat plants, like stuff that
bushes
grows in the
and
woods,
yep,
bushes.
yeah. It's Saber and Dagger. It is.
It is. I put them in the camper while I was letting the ducklings out for the first time.
Dagger.
So I didn't have to watch them too close. But yeah, we'll get you guys out sometime. We'll have all of them out.
We'll wait for those mini cows too. Yeah, I'm waiting too. It'll be a little bit. I got like 4 acres.
Oh, did I pet you really rough?
Right, yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't
Grr.
work on the amount of land that he has. And perfect timing on I'm on my 3rd huge coffee of the day. Nate had 3 coffees this morning too.
I did.
Goats aren't mowers, they're browsers. If they take
Exactly.
grass to the dirt, that's a problem, and they can get parasites. Sheep, gophers specifically, are great for lawn keeping.
Yep, sheep would be way better for a lawn.
Then you have to shear them and stuff too, don't you? Just to keep them.
I'd get hair sheep.
Oh, okay.
But still, you've got to do rotational. So I'd have to have fences everywhere and shuffle them between areas, and then there'd be fences everywhere. And
Have you thought about growing wildflowers in a section of your land, mix seed in with the grass seed and spread it everywhere? There's totally a ton of flowers out there once everything starts coming up.
yeah, I mean, I'm showing cut grass, but look at that whole area. That whole area is all wild, not much grass.
Joined the crew.
Right.
How big does a mini cow get? They don't get very big. It depends. They also have micro minis that stay even smaller. They just get a couple, I don't know. What are they, like 4 feet at the back? They're not very big. They're tiny, but they do mature. Like it still has the appearance of a matured full-grown cow. They don't stay looking like calves. Certain ones are definitely cuter than the other ones. Like, oh my gosh, the little Highland cows. Oh my gosh, they're so freaking cute. So cute.
You guys see why I don't watch much TV? Look at all this other stuff to watch. Cats and dogs and ducks and nature. So much sure.
Land is super expensive in Phoenix, Arizona right now. My family has 1 acre of land and it's being sold for $1.5 million. Holy cow.
Wow.
That's insane. Oh yes, Dagger and Minion play all the time. They have ever since Dagger was little.
Yep. They sure
They're
do.
buddies.
Kitty.
He plays with Saber a little bit too, but Saber isn't near as receptive to him as Dagger is. He loves to play. Ah, there he is.
Just doing Saber. They love the gravel driveway. They love to roll around on it.
Nate, sure.
Nature. Right.
Products don't ship to the UK yet. We are working on getting international shipping figured out. Those miniature cows are super expensive. Seen one on here for $10K. Yeah, they don't typically run that. there must be something special with that cow. Either that or it's just because they're a craze right now, and so people are selling them extremely high. But yeah, they don't cost that much. Not the ones I've looked at. Are there any large predators in the area?
There's coyotes, bobcats, bears, like black bears. I wouldn't really say large predators though.
Love your content, man. Wish you guys all the best and cheers to this amazing life we all get to live. Big idea. What if you make a burger beard oil? Oh, the live totally just glitched. That was weird.
Did
On my end for sure. Nate, how do you survive without cosmic brownies out on the homestead?
I don't know. What are cosmic brownies?
Oh my gosh. Little Debbie cosmic brownies? The brownies with the bright colored little chocolate chips on top? That's a cosmic brownie.
They're not that great.
But they're not. I can make cosmic brownies though, and I can make brownies and call them cosmic brownies if that's what it takes. Highland cows are cute. Yes, they are. They're adorable.
Look, Jen, look, I got flowers.
Okay, Breck, don't come in here spamming the chat, please. I can't do anything. You have flowers. Yes, you do.
Uh-huh.
What are they? Okay, I cannot. Oh, I see them now.
I have the wildflowers everywhere too. Daylilies are not flowers yet, but soon.
We see you, Pierre. It was just a timeout. I'll give him a warning. Morel mushrooms. He hasn't been able to find any out there.
I haven't really looked either. They're here. I just got time for all that. Go spend 3 hours looking for mushrooms to have one meal. Oh, a minion walked out of the shot. It's just cats rolling on gravel.
Wildflowers, also known as random plants no one asked for, but like. Yes, homemade stuff is way better than anything you'll buy in some kind of plastic package.
Definitely. Most definitely. What's up, cats? You guys love the gravel. They think I made the gravel parking area for them. It's funny.
Probably feels really good to roll around on. It's probably warm and bumpy.
Yeah.
Give them a little bit of a massage.
Right. What you doing, Dagger?
There's a lady on TikTok who is a baker, and she does homemade Little Debbie stuff. I've seen her do honey buns and zebra cakes and the strawberry cake thing, Swiss rolls. She makes the Little Debbie stuff at home. The Star Crunch bars, she did those.
You guys are funny. Yeah, you guys are funny.
Wildflowers and Wine by local boy Marcus King. Highly recommend it. Is Minion your minion who does all your bidding? No, Nate is Minion's minion.
Right.
Minion is Pug Dachshund and Chihuahua. What protein sandwiches you make, Minion? They look fire for my doggy.
Protein sandwiches?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means.
I'm not either.
Would food grow in a greenhouse? Absolutely. Bye, Paul. Oatmeal cream pie. She did those too. 100% good boy from what I hear.
That's right.
Minion's Minion.
Yep. I'm Minion's Minion. Minion, where you going? What are you doing? Get kitty.
Minion isn't Pug. The test results said so. Well, then you didn't read the test results, because it most definitely said he had Pug in him.
Man, get kitty. Get kitty.
He did not have Beagle in him, but he
Right.
did have Pug in him.
Minion, get the kitty. It's like, no, I just want to look this way. Minion. Say hi to the
Yeah,
kitty.
he responds to Nate very
Get
well.
kitty. Get kitty. Yeah, say hi to that kitty. What a good boy. What a good boy.
I don't know if they would consider it I mean, it's locally grown. It's just not a native grown thing. If you bring it in and plant it yourself, it's going to be locally grown. It's just not a native unless it came from here. I think he put a burger with egg. Did you give him an egg burger one day?
I did. I gave him with an actual burger and an egg, and
Oh, okay.
I even made him a French toast bun one time.
Hey, JJ, how's it going?
Hi, Minion. Hi, Minion. Hi, Minion. Hi, Minion. Hi, Minion. Hi, Minion. Hi, Minion.
Saber's like, come here, Minion.
Right.
I play with you. He's so funny, always reaching out with his arms.
Right.
This is a sad stream. Sorry, Kevin. Go find someplace happy.
This stream
Hey,
makes you
John
sad.
Minion.
That would be crazy. Just animals being happy. You get cat breeds and aren't mean, or you just get lucky with sweet cats. It's all about the training. Just the training. They're well-trained kitties.
He is super fluffy. And his face is crooked. He looks like a checkerboard on his face.
Right.
He cracks me up. I'm from the Green Bay, Wisconsin area. Love the Quick Trip cameos. Awesome. We'll be doing more Quick Trip coming up. Sad because I can't be there. My allergies would start so quick, right? Minion in a mug. Seymour at merch store. He's on a mug. He's totally on a mug. You are right.
Right.
The Minion mug is there. Bye, Pierre.
Oh, did you get? Hey, don't be aggressive. Be nice. Hey.
Good afternoon from Quebec, Canada. Hello, Lou.
Not too much claws, just gentle claws.
Free ads, right?
Just gentle claws. You gotta go, boy.
Quick Trip is so different in Wisconsin than they are in Arizona, so it's totally a different company. The Quick Trip in Wisconsin is a Wisconsin-based company. It is its own company, and they are also in Michigan, Minnesota, moving into South Dakota this year. I think there's one or two in Illinois, but yeah, they're basically just Wisconsin. There are not very many. Iowa has a couple, but they're known as Quick Star. But yeah, it's not the same as the Quick Trip with the Q. Totally different company.
It's totally a cardinal way out there.
Guitarware says, "What's up? Hello."
On top of that post, there's a cardinal. Doesn't look red in the camera. That's funny. It's totally red in person.
The cats totally have a job on the homestead. They keep the rodents and things away.
Yep.
They just really want to play with Minion today, and he's like not into it.
Yeah, he's just
Other
kind of like,
times
I'm gonna do my own thing.
Other times he's the one chasing them down. How's Minion's lawnmower been working?
It's been working great. It's running right now. I hear it over there somewhere. There it is, cutting grass. It's Minion's favorite meal, anything with food. Food, breakfast, supper, go eat. Food, breakfast, supper, go eat.
Nate, do you have any particular influences for your lifestyle that you care to mention? Authors, movies, YouTubers, etc.?
No, I spent like a bunch of time like watching homesteaders on YouTube and stuff, and like I was always kind of like, why did they do it that way? How come they make stuff difficult themselves? And then I never commented anything. I just thought that in my mind, and then eventually started homesteading and doing it a way I thought would make more sense, and so far so good.
How do you cook a dog? Well, in a cast iron, of course.
His favorite is when it gets cooked. Yeah, it might be. Sits in a cast iron pan and just gets fed all kinds of stuff. Yeah, everyone has their own style. I don't like people can homestead however they want, but I'd see people start with like no plan and they'd spend years like with their buckets of water walking it up from like a stream and no like plumbing of any sort. And I'm like, with all the labor you spent doing that, like you could spend that time trenching a pipe instead. But yeah, so I just had my idea to do it differently, and I hope people watch my channel and say, "Hey, that's a dumb way to do it. Why would you do it that way?" And then they go find their own ways and homestead and document it. Because you can totally homestead better than I am.
My
I hope
truck
people
won't
do, but I
start.
hope they document it and videos so I can watch.
He said truck won't start. At least that's what I'm saying until the stream is over.
Oh my gosh.
Cast iron fanatic.
Yep, me too. Love cast iron. Can't even see my driveway anymore hardly. All the leaves grew in.
Oh, yeah. Looks a lot different than it did 3 weeks ago.
For sure.
Love the new ducks. Do you guys do any fishing? We haven't yet, but we will be.
Yep.
So pumped I joined when the camera was on Minion. You just missed the ducks. He had all the ducklings out of the coop, wandering around, following their mamas, checking it out.
Yep.
This channel has made me want to start homesteading. Where's an area you'd recommend to start? Oh.
I never know how to answer that question.
Do you get any lost tourists on your homestead?
Nope, never.
It's too
It's
far
not
out
really
of
a
the way.
touristy area. Like,
How do you like the rocket stove?
I like it. My solar's so good now that like I often don't use it. I just like rocket stove was more for like a summertime thing because I'm not like running a wood stove and like. But in the summer, I have so much sunshine, so much electric. I have a cooktop that's electric now.
That thing's amazing too.
It is.
It cooks,
Made mac
yeah.
and cheese last night with it.
You made what?
Mac and cheese.
Awesome.
Yep.
some smoked hot pepper seasoning on it. It was good. And I put like real cheese in it because I used one of those stupid box things. But I added real cheese.
I can make I can totally make an amazing Kraft mac and cheese with just what's in the box and butter and milk without adding any extra cheese or anything. I don't use the ratio to milk and butter that they use. I do it my own way, but I can make a
I,
killer mac and cheese.
I used like half the butter and the same amount of milk they called for, but then I just added a bunch of my other cheese.
That cooking minion video must be like totally trending right now.
It must be.
Minion is 9.
Yep, he's 9. He's 9. Oh my. Well, I better get off of here and do some things. I'm done babysitting the ducks. So now I should do things.
Which
Call my girlfriend.
came here from the cooking video.
Oh, that's cool. Should make more minion cooking. I should. That was pretty cool.
Came across your channel on Shorts. Can't stop watching. Awesome.
Awesome. I don't know when Minion Seed's going to arrive. I don't know if it's been shipped out yet or not. Probably a week or so, maybe 2. But, alright guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Thanks for watching. Minion, appreciate you watching.
Lemons!
And we'll catch you guys on the next one.
See ya.